Benedict Cumberbatch and Jamie Foxx have recently joined the cast of Marvel's third Spider-Man movie, reprising their respective roles as the MCU Sorcerer Supreme and Electro from the currently non-MCU The Amazing Spider-Man 2. But who else might show up? MJ, Aunt May, Flash, and Ned will all be back, and while we haven't heard anything about Scorpion or J. Jonah Jameson yet, with the multiverse apparently being central to the story, there's a chance that Spider-Man 3 could be quite the big crossover movie. I'm Greg Elliott with Screen Rant, and here are some other MCU characters that we think might very well appear in Spider-Man 3.
And you are? Wow. Just Wong? Like Adele?
If Doctor Strange is showing up to help Peter Parker, Wong might not be far behind. After his debut in Doctor Strange, he's also shown up in Infinity War and Endgame, and as Doctor Strange's most valuable ally, it makes a lot of sense that he'll also be involved somehow in Spider-Man 3. And since Scarlet Witch will also be appearing alongside Wong and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which will also connect to her new Disney Plus show WandaVision, it's not out of the question that their team-up could spill over into Spidey 3 as well. With both Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 2 now being tied to the multiverse, one might pick up where the other left off, so all three of these characters might show up in both films, but we'll just have to wait and see.
It's quantum entanglement between the quantum states of Posner molecules in your brains.
Do you guys just put the word quantum in front of everything?
With his multiple visits to the quantum realm, Ant-Man is no stranger to interdimensional travel, and with this whole multiverse thing blowing wide open, Scott might have a part to play in Spider-Man 3 as well. Kang the Conqueror will have a role in Ant-Man 3, and in the comics, Kang is usually involved in stories that involve time travel and alternate realities. Marvel does like to weave in little connecting threads here and there, so if they do have a big Kang story in the works for Ant-Man 3, they could start to build toward it in Spider-Man 3.
You know, you really should be kinder to your neighbors. You never know when you're gonna need to borrow some sugar.
So far, Spider-Man Far From Home and Captain Marvel are the only two Marvel movies to feature the shape-shifting aliens known as Skrulls. And if Talos and Seren have anything to do with Spider-Man 3, then there's a decent chance Captain Marvel might show up for a flyby, considering their long history. Who knows, Marvel might even be leading up to a version of the Secret Invasion storyline from the comics where the Skrulls infiltrate human civilization, which is totally a job for Captain Marvel.
Is this stuff coming out of you?
That would explain the rigidity-flexibility ratio, which, gotta say, that's awesome.
I don't know if you've been in a fight before, but there's usually not this much talking.
Now, Falcon doesn't necessarily have an obvious place in Spidey 3, especially now that he's gone to Disney Plus for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but that doesn't mean that he no longer has a place in the movies, and he and Peter have had their run-ins before. Maybe Sam will get Cap's shield back from US Agent at the end of the season, so he might just show up in Spider-Man 3 as the new Captain America. And after being teased in the credits of Spider-Man Far From Home, Peter and Doctor Strange might be getting an assist from SWORD, or the Sentient World Observation and Response Department, which is kind of like an intergalactic shield, which means Peter might finally get to meet the real Nick Fury and not just a Skrull imposter. Marvel may have teased SWORD in a Spider-Man movie on purpose, so it could be that they've been planning all along to have Peter and Fury really work together in Spider-Man 3. There's plenty of crossover options in Marvel movies these days, and we'll definitely let you know as we learn more about the film. So keep checking back with Screen Rant to stay up to speed. I'm Greg Elliott, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.